Arsenal 0, Manchester City 2. What are your thoughts on the game?
I I mean, I had high hopes from the game. I think we started off the first half pretty well. Second half, I don't know what the team talk was in the dressing room, but we just failed to show up as Arsenal. Like, we had no game plan. City flew out of the benches in the second half. And once we conceded the first goal, I think the second goal was a huge, huge mistake. We completely gave it up after that. No game plan. It was terrible.
Okay, we saw in the 60th minute, I think that was when they started scoring, they scored the first goal. We see that ManCity was pressuring and pressing. What do you think was going into Arteta's mind by still like keeping Martinelli, who can play in between the Manchester City high line? What do you think was going in his mind? Or does he think that we still have something to prove or to show after so much pressure from ManCity?
I think, here's what I think. I think Arteta approached the game with a plan. I don't think the players were able to execute that plan because, see, Arsenal are a very well-oiled machine. They follow Arteta's orders and they're very disciplined. I don't think we showed discipline in the second half. After the 60th minute or so, once we conceded the second goal, the game plan started to fall apart. You could see players start to make mistakes, passes start to go wayward.
And that brings me to the question of you have Dahlman on the bench and you have Martinelli on the bench. Why take so long to bring in some players that can put in more flair into the game?
I don't know. I don't even understand why Saka played the whole 90 minutes. Like, in my mind, I think Saka could have come off and Martinelli could have replaced him. Kai Havertz came off. I don't think Kai Havertz had... I think Gyökeres should have come off instead of Kai Havertz. I would have approached the substitutions differently. I know that Arteta is usually a fan of making his subs at the 75th minute. But given how we were performing this game, I think we should have approached the substitutions a little differently as well.
Okay. We are heading into the final. We got into the final. Why do you think it's okay to play your second keeper over your best goalkeeper in the final?
Honestly, I don't feel like that was a wrong decision.
Okay.
Kepa has been our cup keeper, so I feel like, maintaining that sort of consistency and giving him the confidence and the encouragement that Arteta believes in the entire team and not just a select set of players, I think is the way he thinks about it, to reinforce confidence in the broader team.
But what you've had so much confidence going into all the games in the Carabao Cup until the final. I just feel like when you get to the final, you play your best players. You've been at the club for how many years now with Arteta? I feel like this cup needs to be taken seriously. Yes, we know we are in other competitions like, the Premier League is still open, the Champions League is there, we are in the quarterfinals, and we still have the FA Cup. But I think I think you should take it one game at a time, and whatever you have now, play your best players.
I agree.
That's what I think.
I agree. I think, you know what I feel?
Yeah.
I feel like City have a special dagger in our heart. Like, they're one team that somehow shake us up, even though we go well prepared for all of our games. But you see it, like, even in the first half, like today we were good, but the second half, the moment we conceded one goal, the plan just started to come apart. Like, we just started to unravel as a team, which doesn't happen against other teams.
Do we now say that Arteta has no plan B, or maybe like it didn't just work today?
I mean, I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt.
After how many years?
And I'll tell you why. It's just because I'm an Arsenal fan and I want to believe this season. Like, truthfully, it's the only season where I have the greatest hope and I want to believe. I feel bad about today's result, but I want to take a step back and still acknowledge the fact that we're in 3 competitions. We're still top of the Premier League, and I would be perfectly happy if we lose all other competitions and just win the Premier League. That is my hope.
I love the positivity. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.